Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is Tom, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the brand new Star Wars game that has now officially been announced. We have a release date. Hopefully they stick to it, because we know with games that's not always the case, but let's check it out nonetheless. So I'm on the official Ubisoft website, and the game is called Star Wars Outlaws. And Outlaws is a great title for this based on the concept. Now, right before the off, we've had the amazing Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. We've had some pretty good, like Star Wars Force Unleashed a few years back, and of course the original Lego Star Wars. We've had some pretty impressive and amazing Lego games based around Star Wars, and pretty decent modern games based around Star Wars, and you've got the Knights of the Old Republic and things like that. But we are here finally with a brand new Star Wars game to add to that long lost collection, and it is now Star Wars Outlaws, and we will wait and see how well it does. At the moment, I'm pretty sure that a lot of fans are very excited. We have a trailer to watch in just a second, but one of the most anticipated games of 2024. Now, I think that's quite a fair statement, only because 2024 for games so far kind of looking a bit empty. We're at nearly the summer, so that's when more games should get a big announcement. But for me personally, especially as a content creator whose focus is gaming, I do find myself playing the same Call of Duty and not really enjoying it, waiting for GTA 6. There's not been many games that have come out so far and grabbed my attention. So, yeah, definitely the most anticipated game of 2024. It's kind of a vague statement, but I get where they're coming from. I do think it's going to be fairly decent. So, if you're willing to take on the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity. Experience the first ever open world Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi. That's pretty cool. Explore the distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. So, confirmed, we're going to be able to obviously travel between planets, which is kind of interesting. Risk it all as Kay Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life, along with her companion Nyx, fighting, stealing, and outwitting your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates plural there, so multiple gangs, which is interesting, as you join the galaxy's most wanted. So it's not a lightsaber game. It's not you're a Jedi, you're a Sith. It's you're a scoundrel. It's like Han Solo Simulator. So, explore an open world with new iconic locations. Explore distinct... I always say that word wrong. Distinct locations with bustling cities and cantinas. Race across the sprawling outdoor landscapes on your speeder. Each location brings new adventures, unique challenges, and enticing rewards if you're willing to take the risk. Experience an original scoundrel story. Live the high stakes lifestyle of an outlaw. Turn any situation to your advantage with Nyx by your side. Fight with your blasters. Overcome enemies with stealth and gadgets, or find the right moments to distract enemies to gain the upper hand. So there's going to be quite a lot of play styles. There's blaster gameplay. There's going to be hand-to-hand combat. There's going to be, obviously, like we said, no lightsaber combat, so that's going to be fairly different. Definitely more of a run-and-gun action style. And obviously, the opening there for a bit of stealth, which is quite cool. Embark on high-stake missions, like taking on high-risks, high-reward missions from the galaxy's crime syndicates, stealing valuable goods, infiltrating secret locations, and outwitting enemies as one of the galaxy's most wanted. Every choice you make influences your ever-changing reputation. Now, this is a cool mechanic in an open-world game, similar to Red Dead 2. We're going to have a reputation bar, which changes throughout the course of the game based on our actions and our, outcomes of missions. So that's pretty interesting. And engage in dogfights as you travel the Outer Rim. Pilot your spaceship, and with the Trailblazer as you engage in thrilling dogfights with the Empire and other foes. Find the right opportunities to chase, evade, and attack to get the upper hand. So we're going to have spaceship combat. We're going to have high-stake missions. We're going to have an original scoundrel story and the choice to explore multiple planets across an open world. So far, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that all sounds pretty good. Pretty good so far. You've taken away my lightsaber and the use of the Force, but you've given me some interesting gameplay elements there that I'm pretty interested in. I did quite like the dual, I can't remember the playstyle stance, but it's the one with the blaster and the single-handed lightsaber. Quite like that one. In Jedi, I think it was Survivor. That was really good fun. I really liked Cal's blaster and his lightsaber combo. So going just blaster only, be interesting. You have a pre-order bonus, which says explore the galaxy in style on the ground and in space with the Kessel Run bonus pack. Other order bonus includes a cosmic pack for your speeder and your cosmic trailblazer. So your trailblazer is going to be the name of your ship. That's going to be that, and then we're going to be able to get skins for it, which is interesting, or definitely paint jobs for it. And then your speeder bike, there it is. And that's obviously the Millennium Falcon color palette, hence the word Kessel Run, or the name Kessel Run, based off it did the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. That moment from the film. There you go. So that's the pre-order bonus, and this is where the community is going to get divided, because we're going to have some things to talk about. Season Pass. This is part 2. Expand your galactic journey with the Season Pass. Unlock 2 additional narrative expansions coming after the launch, the exclusive Jabba's Gambit mission Day 1, and additional cosmetics for Kay and Nix. So this is where things are going to get a little bit filled with trepidation. A lot of people don't like this, because this really is content behind a paywall. You should be able to pay for a game and get the full content. And then, yeah, maybe a year after the game's done really well and all the fans are clamoring for it, we get a DLC. The perfect and the most best examples for DLCs, look back at old Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and how they did it. Look back at old Modern Warfare 2 and old Modern Warfare 3 and how they did it. And look how Rockstar did with Red Dead 1 and Red Dead Undead Nightmare. Great ideas for DLC. A little cheap and cheerful bundle you can purchase. That adds content to the game, but not necessarily a chunk of content behind paywall. For example, this Get Jabba's Mission Day 1. That's kind of frustrating. Why would you pay extra for that? Jabba the Hutt is obviously a very famous character in Star Wars. We all know him as being a big leader of the Hutt family, and that syndicate in this universe, he's going to play a big part, and crime families like his are going to play a big part. Obviously, we want to see Jabba in the cutscenes, in the gameplay. He is in the trailer. We'll watch that in a second. But people are going to want to see Jabba and Salacious B. Crumb and Bib Fortuna and Jabba's Palace and possibly a Rancor pit and a Rancor even. We don't know. But we want to see all of that content. And it's there, it's in the game files, but give us more galactic credits and we will allow you to actually interact with it. That's a little bit bub-kiss to me, so I don't quite enjoy that. But we will keep an open mind. Characters, so you've got Kay Vess, which is our main protagonist. Female protagonist in a Star Wars game, by the way. We approve, we like that. We had Cal for 2 games, it's right that we get Kay, and I'm interested to play as her. So Kay is a young thief from Canto Bite planet, probably, looking for a big score to set herself up for life. So basically, she's a criminal, on the run, bit of a scoundrel, bit of a naughty person. She wants to get a job and get the big payday and retire for the rest of her life. That's what she wants. Nix is our little alien creature. Obviously, we're going to sell loads of plushies of Nix, and we're going to get little cute teddies and stuff. Most definitely going to feature heavily in the merch side of the game. But Nix is a Merqual. I don't know how you say that. It's Kay's best friend, and so they've given him a pronoun. They've given her a pronoun. There you go. Her loyal partner in crime since she was a kid. So Nix has been her pet ever since she was a kid. So we've got Kay, we've got Nix, and now we've got ND5. And ND5 is a BX commando droid. We've killed many of them as Cal, but don't tell him that. From the Clone Wars, who works as a personal enforcer. So basically, the legend, the main character, the sidekick, the cute, adorable little fuzzy sidekick, and the badass robot friend. That sounds like a good cast for a Star Wars game. But we've got this little arrow that'll take us to more. We've got Jalen Vrax, which is a pretty cool name. Jalen Vrax is a gunner and master criminal who has been running heists for years. So a bit of a naughty boy who has a lot of history and will probably be more of a mentor figure, like a sort of criminal master Yoda for that sort of. And then we've got the main guy. He looks like a villain because he's an old British looking man with a beard and a cape and a black suit. So we know he's probably the bad guy. He's called Solaro, and Solaro is the leader of the Zerk Besh crime syndicate, which he runs from a mansion in Canto Bight, and Canto Bight obviously being the home city of our protagonist. We got a little bit of backstory there, maybe just a little bit of something that makes us all hate him, and more. So what's and more? Nothing. There's no and more just yet, but we're gonna have to wait and see if they update the website. But yeah, so main protagonist, little cute sidekick, cool little robot friend, oh, big robot friend, big awesome guy who will probably die, and the villain who will probably kill him. But that's just my guess. That's just my theory. Awesome images here from the actual game. That's image 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Pretty cool. I'm very excited. Alright, let's go and have a look at the trailer, just in case there is any copyright. Star Wars always like to try and get me with my bloody copyright. So I'm going to accept that. I'm going to not play their audio, just in case. I don't want to get in trouble. But we can watch this on YouTube in, like, ultra beautiful graphics. It's going to look a little bit grainy here. But it just bear with me. It's meant to look a lot nicer than this. There you go. Let's start it back at the beginning. Good. There we go. Beautiful. So, this is our character. This is our villain. He's got a black rock on his necklace. The fish guy, a crime syndicate lady, this alien dude that we've seen before. His species is in Boba Fett quite a lot, and this reminds me of Boba Fett, the TV show, if you watch that on Disney+. A lot of iconic vehicles, which we like to see. The classic Stormtrooper. There you go. Nice to see the Stormtroopers. We've got this guy who's giving the big speech. He's the big evil man. And now we get a little preview of our protagonist. And there she is. She's got a cool little tattoo on her neck. And a collarbone, I guess you'd call that. She's fighting people. This is our mentor. He's got the classic man haircut of the short back and sides, long on top. I've rocked that haircut myself several times in my life. So, easy cosplay. You got this guy, obviously the villain, setting him up. This is a bounty hunter, this character. There's not a page about her yet. But a little bit of stealth going on. So think of it like a little bit like a Tom Clancy's sort of Splinter Cell in space. Kind of cool with the open world aspect. A little bit of Ghost Recon vibes with that open area. Hopefully we'll be able to plan out missions how we want. We don't know that yet, but possibly. We have situations like in this cutscene here. She gets thrown out of a nightclub because her reputation is too hot on this planet. There's Jabba and the Gamorrean guards, and she's getting thrown onto the Rancor pit here, which is pretty interesting. The little blasters there showing us what weaponry is going to be on display. Very beautiful looking game. Very nice. These are obviously the cutscenes and a little bit of gameplay. Very nice looking game though. Beautiful. There's our bike. Look at that view. Now we're sliding. Now we're rolling. A little bit of Assassin's Creed movement going on there. We've got a few little funky looking aliens. A protocol droid. There we go. It's pretty cool. The ship. It'll be like a beat 'em up ship. That won't be very cool, but it's cool to us because it's like a little scrap salvage thing that we found. And it's called the Trailblazer. Cool name. Hopefully we'll get it in a Lego set. And maybe we'll get her as a Lego character. I mean, we're getting Cal Kestis this year as an official Lego minifigure, which is pretty cool. He's coming out in a unnamed and unknown set. But that sounds pretty cool. I like Nyx already. He's a fan favourite. These are going to be, obviously, robot enemies, human enemies, aliens, monsters, all that type of stuff. Pretty cool. Combat in space looks pretty nice. Hopefully they keep it nice and simple to understand. Nice, easy to use controls. Runs, explosions, Sarlacc pit, Death Trooper, AT something, Walker, the Crate Dragon. What's going on? Pre-order the game right now, August 30th, blah, 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 blah. Pre-order to get 3 days early access. That's what they're basically saying to you. Nothing little teaser at the end, no Darth Vader to walk out to. But who knows. But let's break this trailer down. Bit by bit. So this is the planet. This is our planet that we know from if you've watched the Han Solo movie. And there's our big bad guy. Obviously, we don't like him. He's the big villain. He's having this meeting with all the crime families. Gives me a little bit of Rainbow Six. Not Rainbow Six. Not Rainbow. Tom Clancy's Breakpoint and Wildlands, where it's kind of like, you see like the guy in the middle, El Sueño or something, and then it all goes out and you see all the different heads. Maybe you've got to kind of work your way through all these different crime families till you get to the main man at the center, which will be quite interesting to see. We're going to also have customization options for her, character customization options for her. Like I say, he's going to be our mentor. He's probably going to die, but he will build our character as we progress through the journey of the game. But that's just my theory at the moment. He's the big villain. Hopefully we'll get to kill him at some point. This is the bounty hunter. That shot there of, not this one. This one here. this shot of this bounty hunter, she is hired by him to come and find us and kill us. But maybe we might end up, I don't know, maybe turning her. Maybe she'll become an ally. We don't know. But she's pretty cool. There's our commando battle droid. I like the fact that he wears a coat. I think that's quite a fun detail for his character. There's Han Solo in Carbonite, which is pretty cool. I think that's quite a good little Easter egg. Helps you imagine what time. Obviously, it told us what time period in Star Wars history we're in. But to see Han Solo frozen in Carbonite is a pretty cool Easter egg anyway. I hope we get a Peter Griffin one where he's in the Carbonite with his hams sticking out. That would be quite a funny reference to Family Guy Star Wars. Or a guy that looks vaguely like Peter Griffin. I think that would be cool. The new little crime syndicate family, all these different alien species, going through the cantinas. She gets recognized and she gets thrown out because of her reputation. That is going to be quite cool. So, like, if you play the missions quite stealthy, quite slick, it's like, how are these jobs getting done? Who's doing these? Who's the mastermind behind all these plans? You won't really know because they're kind of, like, blending in and out, and you kind of, like, you know, or you'd be the guy or girl who goes running and gunning and blasting everything and exploding everything and, like, double tapping bad guys, and, like, you'll get known, and then on the planet, they'll be like, oh, my God, it's her. We all know her. She's got a bounty on her head, and all the bounty hunters want her, and all this stuff. And that kind of happened a little bit with Cal, in Jedi, when he was getting more notoriously good and more stronger. He had, like, bounty hunters hunt him down at different parts and they try and get him and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be a really cool mechanic to explore and see. But there's Jabba, and he's talk of a lot of controversy because obviously he's the main character. We know him. He's famous. Arguably the most famous villain in the game, but he's locked behind that paywall of the season pass, which is a bit annoying. You've got the Gamorrean guards here, and obviously Nix is very scared, but he's a homeboy. He jumps onto that Sarlacc pit with us, and in that shot of Jabba, you've got Jabba here. You've got Bib Fortuna at the back with the big long snake-looking ponytail, skin fleshy thing. He's got what looks like a little tiny alien child. This character in the back is kind of looking a bit like Doc Ondar, and then people thinking that this is Bosk. I mean, it could be, but it looks a very dressed-down version of Bosk. But I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying that it is. There's, obviously, we know, is the Rancor pit. The Gamorrean guard looks really cool. You got the little Rancor styles there on the plinth, which looks awesome. Salacious B. Crumb, the little... that one. I like him. He's cool in the movies for the 15 seconds he's on the screen. But more importantly, in this scene, there's one thing they've got to do in order for it to be perfect. And you got to get little Max Rebo on the drums going... like that. You need that. You need him. You need Max Rebo 1,000,000%. It'll be so funny. I would love to see him just slamming the drums in the background. Now this looks like one of those high-stake missions where clearly it's red alert. They know people are inside. She's sneaking, and this shows us using Nix as a little stealth companion. Run over, grab us a blaster. That could be quite cool. I think that's quite interesting. We see this one where he's obviously jumped up and bitten the guard's hand, and now he's on the ground, and she uppercuts. Great punch, by the way. Great form. Love it. Then this is them maybe finding the speeder bike and some cute little aliens on the ground. And look at this sunset, like open world, I mean, come on. The thing with open worlds, as long as open worlds are filled with juicy content, that's what we want to see. What we don't like is our open world content to feel very dry and to feel very quiet and bleak. We like our open worlds to be teeming with life, like in Red Dead. You'll see some animals, you'll see some NPCs, you'll see an activity going on, like a shooting challenge, or a fishing challenge, or a wild animal to take a photo of, like stuff like that. That's what you need in open world games. Otherwise, it's no point. There's no point making a massive open world game if there's hardly anything going on. You know, you gotta have it interesting, you gotta make it fun. I like this little slide down the roof and the jump and the parkour stuff going on there. That possibly could be gameplay. Here we go with our little droid, now little alien. He's got an earring in. Kind of cool. We got this droid here, this protocol droid, C-3PO for you. He looks like C-3PO. He's the same species of droid, if you call them droid makes, I guess, model. A C-3PO, but he's not C-3PO. But he's dead. There he is, he's dead. And that looks like they're in the spaceship now. I like that neck tattoo, that collarbone tattoo of the mechanic pieces on her. That's pretty cool. These guys are clearly the new bad guys. Can't be using stormtroopers all the time. So they've got these guys in. These work for that main guy, the main villain. Now we're in space. Main villain being like, oh, I'm a big bad guy and I want to kill you. And then our droid The bounty hunter being like, oh no, when you know you fucked up is that face, and you, oh no, goes to punch the battle droid, and the battle droid just grabs her hand and is like, yeah, no. And I don't know what his voice sounds like yet, but hopefully if he speaks, that'd be kind of funny. If he has like little funny one-liners and stuff, like, I don't know, but even if he's silent, maybe that'd be funny, I don't know. But yeah, she's clearly pissed because she's like, you've sent me on an impossible mission. And then she's obviously, look, she looks good. She looks interesting. She looks funky. That shot is awesome. Like, that shot looks cool. But that shot there with the Imperial Star Destroyer behind her, that looks like a shot from the movie. And what do we have here? Floating in the background. Is that an X-Wing? Could that be Luke Skywalker? Cameo, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. We're going to watch this video in August. And we're going to laugh at Tom in April, making the predictions, and see how right and wrong he is. Cool. Let's do it. Awesome shot. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Look at it. It's beautiful. Big aliens. Big robots. Looks awesome. Looks great. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I mean, I'm hyped. So let's just get to August, and let's just see what we're working with. Because god damn, I'm excited. I'm fired up. Look at that. Bam, boom. Look at that. It's like Star Wars by Michael Bay. The Sarlacc pit, the Death Troopers. Now they're just being cheeky. Now they're just throwing everything at us. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, the little spice spiders. The Kessel Mine spiders. Oh, they'll explode if you shoot them. Who's that, by the way? Who's chasing us down? Is that a bounty hunter? Is that a different bounty hunter? Is that a friend? They're not shooting at us. So they might not be a bad guy. They might be a friend. I mean, the guy at the back of the corridor is doing all the shooting. But, I don't know. And then the Crate Dragon. I mean, if you've watched Mando, oh, look at that Crate Dragon just diving out. I mean, I've just watched Dune. I'm feeling fresh to go in the desert and start sand walking to try and avoid the Crate Dragons coming at me. But, oh, great job with that trailer. Beautiful job with that trailer. I'm hyped. I'm excited. But now we've talked about the positives. You know me. I've got to give it credit where credit's due. It looks pretty good. I'm enticed. I'm interested. You've got me hooked. But now let's talk about stuff that I don't think we're going to like. Let me just check that you guys can see. Yep, you guys can see what I can see. Let's talk about numbers, baby. Let's talk about numbers. Now, none of us like talking about numbers because numbers make us sad. Nobody likes talking about numbers, but I think it's important that we do. At the moment on Game, I mean, I'm using the UK platform of Game. It's a store here in the UK. You guys might have a Walmart. You might have a, I don't know where other places you can buy games. A GameStop, possibly. But basically, let's talk Turkey. The standard. Let's start at the standard. The standard edition of the game comes out, and we're going to be using British currency. So translate that, convert that into whatever your currency is. Star Wars Outlaws Standard Edition for the Xbox Series X and S. So that's a good start. It means it's going to be good graphics. No old gen copy of this game. It's going to be nice and new and beautiful. And probably quite big to download, would be my guess. Star Wars Outlaws releasing on the 8th. Oh, no, sorry, the 30th of the 8th. Our dates are backwards compared to Americans. So the 30th of August. That's if you buy the Standard Edition. It's going to be a $62.99. We do this in the UK. I don't know why we do this. We're going to call it what it is. It's £63 in the UK. £63. Let's click on it. Buying options. You can pre-order it right now. Baba boom. Baba booey. Click on it. Right. Star Wars Outlaws. Select your edition. So you have Standard, Special, and Gold. So Standard is going to be £63. There's 142 days left to pre-order this. You can earn some reward points if you want to. It's got some images from the... It's got some images here. I mean, they've even put Jabba in the marketing for this version, for this Standard Edition, and you won't get Jabba unless you get the DLC and the Season Pass. So that's quite cheeky of them. But they've also shown us a picture of a probe droid, so I'll forgive them. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just joking. But it's looking good. Let me keep this. There's got little things underneath here. So you've got the navigate the underworld with your choices. So it is going to be like a choice, reflects the ending, multiple ending type thing, multiple choice. Build your reputation among the criminal syndicates, like Jabba, who's not in the standard edition of the game. Explore an open world with new and iconic locations. Fair enough, that's in all the versions of the game. Take part in thrilling fights with your blaster. There's your blaster. That's in all versions of the game. Thank God you don't have to pay a £10 bonus to get a blaster. Otherwise, the whole game's with your fists. That'd be really annoying. But I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't put it past Ubisoft. Engage in dogfights as you travel the Outer Rim. So dogfighting in space, pretty cool. And take on high-risk reward missions. So sounds good. You got the description from the website. Discover the galaxy. All stuff we've seen before. Fantastic. Right. Now, if you pre-order the standard edition of the game, which is the cheapest one you can purchase, £63 UK, that's going to be to pre-order. You can get what is called the Kessel Run bonus pack, including the Trailblazer ship cosmetic and the Speeder bundle. So for pre-ordering, you get a skin for your ship and a skin for your motorcycle. That is it. You have to pay £63. You make your pre-order, and just for pre-ordering, costs you no more to pre-order than to buy it on day one. If you saw it in a shop day one. So you just pay £63. You get the Kessel Run bonus pack for free for pre-ordering. Sick. I love that. I love a little free pre-order. It makes you feel incentivized to make your little pre-order, and it's a great thing. It doesn't cost you any more money. It's great. Great. I like it. Support this. I support this bundle. But just know, you won't see Mr. Jabba. You won't see Mr. Jabba in the standard edition unless you buy the season pass as an added bonus later down the line. So just know that. Let's jump to the special edition. So we've loaded now into the special edition. Special edition. So the special edition, same pictures, same images. In a slightly different order, but same images. Same description. Here we go. Now, it's talking about the gold edition here, down below. I don't know about that. Game exclusive. The Star Wars Outlaws Special Edition is a game exclusive and only available at game, subject to your availability, which is a cool little thing. I didn't know that, but there you go. Special Edition. And what do you get with the Special Edition? Well, let's see. You will pay £65. So we've jumped up a little bit. £65 for your pre-order. And you will play it on the 30th of August, so the end of August. Right. Weird release day. I wish they'd released it earlier, because it's coming out the end of the summer holidays. It's kind of weird. It's technically coming out more closer to, what is it, August, September? It's technically coming out closer to September than it is the summer. So it's more of a winter game than a summer game. It would have made sense for it to release on like the day one of the school summer holidays, and then your young fans of Star Wars, the kids who'd be off from school, would have 6 weeks to play that game. Just kind of weird that they're dropping it at the end of August. But, fair enough. You get that Kessel Run bonus pack here. That is bollocks, because that comes free standard for pre-ordering the cheaper edition. So completely forget that that's part of it, and look at what you actually get. What you actually get in your special edition for an extra couple of quid is what looks like a Lando Calrissian inspired outfit and a headset for Nix. That is it. You do not get the game early. You do not get anything special. You literally get an outfit, and that is it. That is it. An outfit. And a headset for Nix, so he can listen to Spotify whilst you're cruising in space. That is it. And yeah, you can say, well, it's not too bad. You were paying 64. Was it 64 for the other one? How much is it? 64? Oh no, you're paying 63 for the other one. 65 for the for the special edition. So you've only gone up £2, okay? You've only gone up to, yeah, 60, technically it's 63 to 65. You've only gone up £2. £2 for an extra skin. Okay, I'll accept it. That's fine. But now let's look at the gold edition. Bearing in mind we've only jumped up £2 difference, okay? So we're going to hit gold edition. And what, maybe it won't be too much different, okay? So, gold edition versus the special edition. So let's call the special edition 65. Let's see what the gold edition comes to. 99? 99? Are you 34 extra pounds? I'm going to say it again. 34 extra pounds. Are you mad? Are you taking the piss? Let's see, Ubisoft. Let's see why. So far, this is identical copied and pasted. If I was a teacher right now, I'd be smacking you on the wrist for copy and pasting your homework because it's copied and pasted from the first page. Let's look at the gold edition, okay? So if we pre-order it, we get the Kessel Run. We get the Kessel Run bonus, which again, you already get for pre-ordering the cheapest version of the game for free. So let's stop pretending the Kessel Run bonus is so good. We get the Kessel Run bonus, okay? And then we get to play the game. I mean, look how secretive they're trying to be with this. It's like it's like fades the words out at the bottom here. So in the gold edition, you get to play the game a whopping 3 days early, everybody. A whopping 3 days early. Fantastic. 3 days early with the gold edition, which includes the base game and the season pass. Well, whoop-de-doo. The season pass. Fantabby-dozy. Not only that, you'll earn £1 in rewards points for spending at game. There you go, you make £1 back on your £99 investment. Fantastic. Right, so 99 quid. And we get that Kessel Run bonus that we get for free anyway. And you get the season pass. And includes 2 upcoming. So they're not even out yet, by the way. They're not even out yet, but they're upcoming. Season pass missions. 2 story pack DLCs. 2. Now they could be 50 hours long. Each. So that'd be 100 hours of extra content for the £34 and people will go, Tom, that seems reasonable. Okay. But what if they're not? What if the story pack DLCs are 10 minutes long? An hour each? That's 2 hours extra content for £34. You also get the Kate and Nick's Kessel Run cosmetic, so you can dress her up like Han Solo, because that's original. And you can get Nyx a little bandolier, because, you know, Nyx has a blaster. So they need a bandolier around his little chest. Whatever. You get the gold edition. And this is the kicker, right? He's in the trailer. He's in the promotional marketing material for the game. Day 1, exclusive Day 1, Jabba's Gambit mission. So you get to do a mission for Mr. Jabba. And I'll say it again. Jabba. You get to do a mission for Jabba. And you paid £34. £34 for the privilege to do the mission. So you get your brand new spanking new game 3 days early. So you'll get to actually play it when? You'll get to actually play it on the 27th. No waiting for the 30th for you, my friend, £34. And I'll make you skip 3 days. 3 days of waiting. 3 days. So by the way, companies making you pay more to play their game early is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's stupid. But people do it. And it drives me insane. But people do it. 3 days early access. An outfit. The free pre-order bonus that we all get anyway. Regardless of what we did. The up-and-coming DLCs, which might be shit. And the Jabba the Hutt mission Day 1. Day 1! So for £34, you get a mission. You get a future DLC pack. 2 of them. Maybe shit. We don't know. An outfit. And you get to play the game 3 days early. Are you out of your goddamn minds. Do you not understand that if you've made us jump from the standard edition, a reasonable £62, and people might argue that £63 for a standard edition of a game is a rip-off, but that's the cost of living. That's inflation, baby. That's how it used to be. You know, it used to be 50 quid for a game back in the day. Now it's 60. By the time I'm 82, it'll be 90, £100 for a game back. You know, I don't know. But inflation in games is ridiculous. GTA 6 is going to be $250, and we'll all pay for it. But standard edition, £63. Special edition, £65. So only £2 difference. Same release day, same everything. You get an added little pack of an outfit pack for your extra £2. Okay. If I was going to be willing to drop 63 on the game, I'm willing to drop 65 on the game and get a little special bonus outfit as well. It's £2 difference. But what if I'm willing to be an investor of this game? Gold edition, $99.99. Are you taking the goddamn piss? Are you crazy? You're out of your mind. 34 quid is like a whole of the game. And I know what people are trying to say. I know people are trying to say, but Tom, you got the up-and-coming DLC pass. Yeah, but what if it's shit? What if it's 5 minutes of extra content? There's no guarantee. Where's the paperwork? Where's the proof? Where does it say you're going to get a minimum 5-10-hour bonus content in each DLC pack? Show me your working outs on how you've jumped £34 up to the next level. That's ridiculous. And you know what's not more ridiculous? People will pay it. People will pay it. That's more ridiculous. That is crazy. Because Ubisoft are goddamn crazy. But I tell you what's more crazy. Ubisoft fans. Ubisoft fans, baby. People who have Ubisoft Plus and Ubisoft this and Ubisoft that. And how do I know? Because I was the moron who paid more money for Far Cry 6's Ultimate Collection, and at least I got a gigantic life-size flamethrower that's sitting on top of my desk for my troubles. Where is my life-size version of Nyx? Where is my blaster? Where is my big massive robot guy to deliver me my game for my £99 charge? Where is any of that? Nowhere. What do you get? Everything's digital. Nothing practical, tangible to actually hold. At least in the ridiculous price for GTA 6's special edition. You might get a bag, you might get a map, you might get a box art, you might get a Jason and Lucia statue. Maybe. But with this, bupkis, nothing. Everything's digital. And the things are, which drives me insane. The thing that drives me most insane is this very fact. Is the fact that these guys have got more money than sense. And, on top of it, they, as a company, have locked their bonus content that we pay extra for behind a paywall. What are you doing? Your game's not even out and you're advertising your season pass, which is going to cost me an extra 34 quid. Ridiculous. I'm a content creator. I'm going to cover this game. I'm covering it on the 30th of August with everyone else who's smart and drops 60 quid on the game and not 99 quid on the game. That's taking the goddamn piss. So I'm not going to be doing that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed this reaction and this rant and this review, and my hair's gone all over the place, it looks like I put a lightsaber in a plug socket. If you've enjoyed this reaction, then you know my name, you know the channel you're watching this on. Click subscribe, ding dong the notification bell, leave me a like, comment your ideas and theories down below. Let me know what you're thinking, let me know where your head's at. I'm dying to know your thoughts on all this. My name's been Tom Origins. I've loved having you. Thank you for letting me entertain you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with what does perfect even mean?